It's me again. I've been away for quite a long while, I guess, 2 weeks. Sort of got sick and then couldn't get up to do much. Not even record. But I'm back to work now, back to studying, and I was gonna record a different poem actually, but it always turns out the poem that I've got planned isn't the one that I end up recording, which is kind of funny. But again, I think the thing with poetry is that it's like fiction or books in that you can always relate it back to your own life, and it works the opposite way. Something in your life, whether it's something someone said, something you heard, something you ate, something you smelled, something you came across during the day, sometimes that would trigger a poem inside of you. You might think, oh my god, this reminds me of a poem I read once, or a book, or a line, and it just clicks. Like, you could read a book and it does not do anything for you, or a poem, and then one day you meet a person, or you go on a certain expedition or on an adventure, or you go somewhere and the poem really clicks. It really speaks to you. And this is what happened a little bit today. I was doing my project today, and it's mainly about interviewing patients from the ICU. And yeah, I don't want to bore you with it, but it's basically interviewing them about how they want to be followed up, if they want to be followed up after they leave hospital, and because it's not really a good way to follow up patients. So they're trying to design a program. Anyway, I was talking to a patient today. Obviously can't say much more than that, but he said something that was really quite touching. It was something very, I thought it reminded me of this poem basically. He said that no matter how old you are, whether you're 27 or 72, no matter how sick or healthy you are, sometimes you just get sick, like he used to be very healthy. He didn't have any cholesterol or diabetes, and then one day he just found out that he had this illness, let's just say. And anyway, so he told me that's that's just life. Sometimes things happen that you do not expect. But then he also said that no matter how old you are, even though you think that you've accepted death, that you're ready to die, he said there's something in the human nature. Maybe it's this desire to self-preserve. No matter how sick you are, you still want to live. Like, you still want to fight. You want to keep fighting on until the last moment. Like, even if you've accepted it, that you are going to die, you still want to live. Even if it's painful, or even if it would be easier just to go. Like, we want to keep on living. And that really, I don't know, that struck with me. And it reminded me of this poem. So I guess this is for him and for anyone who, thinks about these things. And it's called What the Living Do by Mary Howe. I'll link it below as well, so you could read it in your own time. But I'll read it now. So here it goes. Johnny, the kitchen sink has been clogged for days. Some utensil probably fell down there. And the drainer won't work, but smells dangerous, and the crusty dishes have piled up. Waiting for the plumber I still haven't called. This is the everyday we spoke of. It's winter again. The sky's a deep, headstrong blue, and the sunlight pours through. The open living room window. The sunlight pours through the open living room windows because the heat's on too high in here and I can't turn it off. For weeks now, driving or dropping a bag of groceries in the street, the bag breaking. I've been thinking, this is what the living do. And yesterday, hurrying along those wobbly bricks in the Cambridge sidewalk, spilling my coffee down my wrist and sleeve, I thought it again. And again later, when buying a hairbrush, this is it. Parking, slamming the door shut in the cold. What you called that yearning, what you finally gave up. We want the spring to come and the winter to pass. We want whoever to call or not to call. We want whoever to call or not call, a letter, a kiss. We want more and then more of it. But then there are moments walking when I catch a glimpse of myself in the window glass. Say, the window of the corner video store, and I'm gripped by it, cherishing so deep for my own blowing hair, chapped face, and unbuttoned coat that I'm speechless. I am living. I remember you. That's it. Wow. What a poem, hey. Yeah. I feel like it encapsulates in those mundane details, like the winter coming, waiting for the plumber, the grocery bag breaking in the street, spilling your coffee, buying hairbrushes, things that are very random and miscellaneous, or wanting the winter to pass as I want it to pass here. It's really, really cold. Or, waiting for a phone call, this person we really want to hear from, we want them to call us back. Or even just, catching a glimpse of yourself, It's kind of strange. But those moments, like those small moments, make up your life. And it's funny because we're so busy sometimes that we don't even know it, but this is what the living do in a way. And these small moments make up our life, because really, there are only a few moments where we do big things, like go on holidays or go to parties or throw extravagant events. Most of our lives, most of this living is just these little bits, that make it up. The coffee, the grocery shopping, the going to work, the tram rides. It's just the little bits that make up a life. And I think, it's just, I don't know why exactly what that man said reminded me of this poem. I think it's just this line especially. We want the spring to come and the winter to pass. We want whoever to call or not call, a letter or kiss. We want more and then more of it. And then another one, when she walks through that window and she says, I'm gripped by cherishing. So she's so grateful that she's alive, like I catch myself and I'm busy and maybe things aren't going my way, I'm lonely, and her bin bag breaks, but still she's living, like this is what the living do. This is the world. This is what it all comes down to, and she's just grateful. And I think about what that man said today, about how no matter how many surgeries they do on him, no matter how many times he's in the hospital, he still wants to live. He doesn't want to give up, he doesn't want to give in. And I think about that. I don't know what more to say of it, except that it makes me glad to be alive, to be able to do things like get up in the morning and talk here with you, talk to my friends, talk to my family, and just talk to other humans. it makes me glad, and it makes me just love humans a little bit more, no matter who they are. I think it makes me just grateful to have this life. Yeah, that was very rambling. I'm sorry about that, but I hope you liked that poem. Let me know if you think something else of this poem. It's very open-ended. This isn't like the previous poems I've done, I think. It's very open-ended. It can go in so many different directions. So let me know what you think. I love this poem, and I hope it inspires you. If it's winter for you, I hope it warms you up a little, and I hope you have lots of tea that you can drink and, cozy up. Anyway, take care wherever you are.